All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a nice, friendly little scrim versus Pathfinders going up against Fallschirmjäger. Right, Fallschirmjäger, they just kept saying FJ. The Fallschirmjäger is the only FJ I know of, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that that's who we're playing. They got their own streamer, so I guess it doesn't matter, right? Anyways, we're fighting over checkpoint. Curtain's going to drop here in about 20 seconds. We'll go ahead and back this camera up and wait for these starting rockets. I do see what looks like supplies dropping up there to the north for Pathfinders. Pathfinders playing as the Allies over here. Fallschirmjäger playing as the Germans over here. They look to be focusing their forces a little closer to checkpoint. And naturally, somebody pings me as soon as the cast starts. That's just the way it goes. All right, watching for these rockets. See if this filter distracts me any. See the trucks coming across. I do have my highlighters turned on properly so I can see them. Trucks coming across. Fallschirmjäger over here. Not seeing any rockets yet at the moment. Looks like the Puma is shooting at something. I want to lock onto him. He's still a little far away. I do see rockets landing over here. Right there. Swing and a miss from that rocket. A couple more. Ooh, that one was really close. Did I get body parts? I don't think I see any body parts. That was close, though. I didn't see any return rockets, to tell you the truth. I didn't see any rockets coming out of Fallschirmjäger. Let's get a little closer. That looked like it got some hits on that truck over there. Did indeed. This truck got wiped by the tank down there to the south by Fallschirmjäger. That could be a problem for Pathfinders. Still got a pretty decent amount of infantry here. Looks like they're taking control of the buildings up to the north. Take a quick look at what the fourth points are. Cemetery and Rue. So depending on who gets this middle cap will determine where this fight spreads out after this. Pathfinders pushing down into their northern flank over here, trying to keep control of this side of the point. This is the building size, generally really important. They have control of the road down here in the south, which can be an advantage. Having the control of this road, they can push guys straight up into the circle down here along this hedgerow. Generally, whoever controls this hedgerow controls the entire south because it's wide open on either side. Now, there is two tanks here. P4 looking like he's trying to get a shot on this medium. Don't think he quite has a shot, but he's pulling out pretty far. I think he quite has that shot, but he is not really being called out by the infantry. I would think LaFunk would have pretty decent eyes on this, guys. He might be watching him. He is indeed watching that tank, so that is definitely being communicated to our medium over here for Pathfinders. He is still focused on the circle up here, though. He's trying to help these guys get this capture pressure up here on the point itself. They do have a Stuart here, but Fallschirmjäger also has a Luke, so things are pretty even up here. The capture has been going back and forth this entire time, so pretty even distribution up here. Two light tanks up here for Pathfinders now. This Luke's is pretty damaged. Did he just get a satchel, or is he in the house? He's in the house. Okay. For a second there, it looked like he was in the bushes there behind the Stuart. P4 down over there is blasting away at the hedgerows down there to the south, but he doesn't really have an angle on the tank, so Pathfinder's still holding pretty good down there in the south. It does look like Fallschirmjäger is trying to push some guys up into the buildings up here on the north side. Not super focused on the point, but they still have quite a few guys in the circle, so they're keeping decent cap pressure there. You can see the thing is just swinging back and forth every second. Grenade right on top of this OP. I can't tell if that's a body part. It is a body part. I couldn't tell if it was still the OP sitting there, but as I had suspected, the grenade did end up destroying that OP, so good throw by whoever got that OP. Girth Brooks go down on the far side of the hedgerows out in the open. Out in the open, Girth Brooks. He probably had a plan, and he probably saw it going differently in his mind. Talabroski now lighting these guys up with his MG. Let's see how long it is till they spot him. 10 points to whoever kills Talabroski. Very well into cover, though. Looks like he's just shooting at the sky. Pretty sure he just got himself a kill right there, honestly. Lighting up the building and everything. It's crazy. Like, it just looks like you can't even see him. They do have a machine gun of their own. Fallschirmjäger has a machine gun over here supporting this tank. That's kind of just even Steven down here on the south side of the map. With the exception of that Pathfinders actually holds the central road, which, as I said, gives them a huge advantage for checkpoint. They can continuously funnel reinforcements up from that side of the battlefield. Just one satchel assaultman. It's assaultman, not satchel. Wrong word. Still up here in this building. They have not been able to clear him out. He's just been laying low. So close to this tank. If he was to place a satchel on himself, he might get it. Hearing things being built below us as well. OP's going up. Does look like Fallschirmjäger has been pushed back pretty good. They do still have this Luke's here right on the backside. Satchel goes off on the house here. Girth Brooks had actually managed to push across along with LeFunk. They've made it to the next hedgerow. LeFunk gets his OP up. Might be able to start bringing some reinforcements in here. That looks like LeFunk did go down. Does not push in this direction, though. The OP is still alive. Something just blew up here. It looks like it was... What is that? Is that a Stewart? One of the Stewarts? Looks like one of the Stewarts got aggressive with the P4 over here. Also, while I was discussing that, there was the capture. Pathfinders takes the center point. P4 still alive, catches a rocket from Milkbox. Milkbox goes down. Zwok trying to make his way over to the P4 to get a satchel on it. Doesn't look like he got a satchel down unless he placed it on the hedgerow. I don't see it, so I don't think he did. That OP is still alive, but the P4 is headed that direction. Something going on with the tanks down here as well. The Luke's trying to light up this Stewart as much as he can. It is very difficult to kill a Stewart with a Luke's, but here comes the next P4. Rocket's coming across. He does land it. Armadillo takes down the Luke's. A ricochet off of the P4 as well. P4 catches the Stewart with a round. This squad down here in the south still threatening this P4 here. Milkbox looking to get another rocket into it. Don't go that way, Milkbox. Gets shot by the AT. The Funk is still here. Girth Brooks went down. There's supplies over here. Maybe get a garrison up. It is within... It's too close to that other one. Worked. Trying to keep this alive, but the OP is gone. Now, based off of what I just saw on the map, and we can take a look at the map for a second here, Fallschirmjäger has a beautiful looking line right here. They look so strong, especially here just on the north side of the point. The fact that Pathfinder still controls the south down here, they'll still be able to keep reinforcements coming up to the point, should be able to hold on to this. I don't think Fallschirmjäger is going to be able to take it unless they can at least keep these reinforcements in the south in place. And with a tank pulling up now, ready to threaten this P4, I think Pathfinder's looking pretty strong down here on the south side. Let's head back up here to the north. Things are very intermixed north of checkpoint. You can see that Fallschirmjäger actually has some machine gunners up in the windows. So they've got some flanking fire going on from the north up here. Got a couple of guys managed to slip through, but Zulu Vivid catches him as he ran through the courtyards. Couple of guys. Zhao and Bob run right past each other. Bob gets him in the back with the shotgun. And Honey Kentucky. Honey Kentucky about to take out SA, I think. Wait, where'd you go? What? Oh, you went the other way. I was like, wait a second. Honey Kentucky runs back the other direction. Pathfinder's still in pretty control of the circle. Let's take a look. What is going on with this bombing run I'm hearing? That is a Fallschirmjäger bombing run that's going to take out this garrison on the south side. Cleared out all of the squad leaders that were down here. All of the supplies are gone. They have a tank across the road. The P4 has pushed through and taken control down here in the south. My predictions that I made only 1 minute ago have proven false. Pathfinders did not hold down in the south. Bombing run might have played a factor in that. Now that Fallschirmjäger has control of the central road, And this tank is definitely going to give him control of the central road. There's no Pathfinders tanks yet. Got a heavy pulling up back here. This heavy could be the difference. They're about half capped here on the middle point. They need to get rid of this P4. Oh, with a single hit. Nice shooting there by Dandradan. Dandradan? Get him, Dandradan. Fallschirmjäger still capping, though. They have quite a few guys in the circle. Pathfinder's still doing pretty good here as well, but there is a P4 in the circle. Right? He's in the circle. Yes, he is indeed. That's going to add a lot of cap weight for Fallschirmjäger. They got supplies coming down on top of this P4, anticipating the capture. The Rib Killer drops the satchel on the hedgerow. Now, my question is, I have seen it in the past where the hedgerow protects the tank from the satchel. So I'm actually going to watch this for the next 15 seconds and see if this satchel actually gets the P4. The P4 is starting to move. He's pulling away from it. Did he hear me? He's going to pull away, and the satchel's not going to get him anyways. There's the capture. Fallschirmjäger takes control of checkpoint. The P4 pulls up. Satchel goes off and gets nothing. We're that heavy for Pathfinders, so you got a heavy and a medium pulling up down there in the south. They've already used up their reinforce. Cemetery has almost no defenders. Take a look at the garrison situation. There is garrisons around. Not a ton of threat going on down here, but there is a couple of guys that are already in position to push through. Got Sir Dynasty backing up. I'm not sure. They might have seen that there was somebody in the cap zone. It's hard to say. Obviously, Cyclife's not going to be able to do much down there by himself, but these guys are pushing pretty hard here in the center. There goes Chippy pushing up as a squad leader. Should be able to get a squad in place. Hopefully, he's running right into these guys. If he's not careful, he might not get his OP. It looks like he's dropping his OP right there. It's a good choice. That's what I was just thinking, that he needs to drop it soon and get some reinforcements in here in the center. A lot of these guys are actually not even pushing through either. They're pushing back south, consolidating the line, clearing out Pathfinders, making sure they're not able to threaten checkpoint. There's still a lot of guys pushing into checkpoint for Pathfinders, but they're in the meat grinder now. This is one of the hardest places to push into checkpoint. Checkpoint's just one of them places where it's pretty even. The point's right in the center, but it can be hard to get into just because of the open fields on either side, especially on the south side. But Pathfinders does have some guys in this building. If they can keep these guys alive, if they can keep this building under their control, maybe they can be enough of a distraction to get some reinforcements up in here. They still have their tanks down here in the south. They've got their heavy is actually out repairing. They've been dueling with a tank down here on the south side. Let's take a look at what we got down here. Where is it? Just saw it. Oh, it's all the way back here. And that's a Panther. You can see that he's locking these guys down from halfway across the map, using the Belgian gate for cover. That's a truck. The other tank's actually over there. But just keeping them from being able to push their tanks across down here on the south side. This tank is actually out in the open, but it's a little bit of a drop in the land, so I wonder if maybe he's just in a little bit of defilade right here. I can't even tell. I think the 76 is actually trying to keyhole right through here. I don't know. I'm waiting to see what he does. Is that a 75? It is, right? That's 75. Am I losing my mind? No, it's a medium. I'm just losing my mind. Well, that's nothing new, I suppose. There's just some tank exchanges going on down here. Nothing crazy. I'm going to fly back up over here towards Cemetery. We'll see what's going on up here. Let's go ahead and back the camera up to here. Ooh, I did just see a hit on the Panther down there. Looks like he's trying to back up. It looks like Fallschirmjäger's still keeping pretty good control of the center there. You can see the Panther is starting to reposition himself to the north now, along that hedgerow. Looks like they still got several tanks in the circle. Or right behind it, at least. They got one P4 in the circle. Is this a Tiger back here? I believe it is indeed a Tiger back here. So Fallschirmjäger with some incredible tank cover going on back here, completely covering this point. Very difficult for Pathfinders to break through this. However, the very center right here, where they control this building, there's no tanks covering that spot, and they're still managed to slip some guys in there. So if they can just keep up this infantry pressure without losing their map control in other areas. Again, this is really hard to push into, though. They got the one guy inside the house, but it's hard to peek out a window when they know you're there, too. They probably just expect him to be there. Looks like he's actually aiming at the crew over there, but... Oh, Zwack managed to get the support before he gets roasted. Nice one, Zwack. Up here to the north, though, things are starting to look a little more desperate for Pathfinders. Looks like Fallschirmjäger has pretty much taken control of the center of the map now. Bat the map up. They have a very nice looking line. Pathfinders does have a decent looking push down here in the south. They do have their one tank pushing up. They got two tanks back here keeping this Panther locked down. We do have one tank that's pushing up towards the circle. I think that was the tank that was back here at Cemetery. Cemetery not being terribly threatened. No squad leaders in place to push anybody up. So just a handful of guys slipping through ones and twos at a time. Another satchel just went off over here, but so far, Fallschirmjäger really keeping Pathfinders back. Just holding on to checkpoint. They're kind of just slowly taking control of the buildings to the north. Iron Time trying to keep his OP up here. Completely pinned down in this house. He's a squad leader, but there's nothing he can do about it. He doesn't even have any room to breathe. Got Big Tiger now pushing up down the creek bed, right on top of these guys' OP. These guys taking more casualties to try to spread outside the circle. They do have a little bit of cap pressure going on inside here, but it's not really enough to actually start swinging the cap. I said that kind of weird. They have a lot of pressure inside the circle, but it's not enough to start moving the cap. These tanks back here are just the bane of their existence. 3 tanks inside the defensive zone. Long-range rockets coming down. Or that almost looked like an SBA round. They're using arty, right? Yeah. Just an incredibly long-range rocket. Back up here by Cemetery. It does look like Fallschirmjäger is trying to take the more traditional approach of swinging down from the church. It's pretty easy to start funneling your guys down here from the north. If you can take control of this position and take control of this position, you can start pinching into Cemetery from 2 directions. Looks like Fallschirmjäger is trying to take control of the north first. They're having a hard time getting through here in the center. They have a lot of guys here, though. I think it wouldn't be long before they could push through here. Magic Man, it's up to you. There's another spawning on that OP back there. You really need these reinforcements. Fallschirmjäger really taking their time. Moving slowly. These guys are right on top of each other. Armadillo goes down to SA. Verna goes down. Magic Man goes down. These guys dropping left and right. Lucius pushing up. I do hear some tank fire going on to the south while this is happening. Looks like these guys are trying to maybe... Are they dueling with the Panther again? Or are they just blasting infantry? I think they're just blasting at the infantry here. This medium looks like he's trying to shoot across into the point to support the push up the creek bed, but... all of the infantry has been pushed back. Pathfinders has no control at checkpoint. There's some cap pressure going on at Cemetery, which is a little surprising. They just have more guys in the actual defense zone. Pathfinders should be able to pull this back pretty easily. Just get a couple of spawn-ins on some of their defensive garrisons, but they are taking casualties as they're trying to run in. Retro just went down over there off of the garrison up to the north. I think. Oh, Pathfinders definitely should be able to pull this back, though. I mean, there isn't even anybody in the circle, so it's a couple of defensive spawn-ins. They should be fine. Fallschirmjäger, though, taking control of the entire area around the church. They're going to be able to start threatening cemetery here pretty soon. If they find this garrison and clear it out, Napoleon about to run into Flynn Rider. Flynn Rider catches him jumping the fence. Saw the whole thing. Still some squad leaders down here in this area for Fallschirmjäger. I don't know if this guy's going to try and cross or not. I might just be watching. There is a squad leader that has managed to slip through up there in the north. These guys are all spreading out all over the place up here in the north, trying to find this wide flank. Most of the fights here in the center. It actually looks like Pathfinders has pushed out in the center pretty good. Has started to clear out these buildings here. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going. This is a very important position if they can control the center. It'd be a lot harder for Fallschirmjäger to pressure cemetery. Big H, it's up to you. No way. That guy just hip-fired like crazy and totally missed Big H. Oh, and Potato gets a kill as well. These guys are starting to clear out these buildings here to the north of Checkpoint. This is what they need. They need control of this. They need to be able to swing down and around and start pressuring Checkpoint from the backside, prevent reinforcements from coming in from these back garrisons. Easier said than done, especially since you don't want to lose ground at Cemetery. Back down here at Checkpoint. Does look like a squad has managed to push across. It's a 76 has managed to push up all the way up to the road. There is still two heavies back here. As this 76E is just hiding behind the tiniest little hedgerow. Doof McGoof gets taken down. This 76 completely pinned down here. Oh, but he does land a hit on the Panther, who now has to back off the Tiger trying to get some shots on him. Tiger lands a shot on the 76. Panther misses, hits the hedgerow. Tiger catches a round, but the 76 is hurt. Here comes the precision strike. Boom! Oh my god, how did it not kill it? How did that not kill the 76? And he killed the Tiger? I can't believe what I just saw. I like to keep my language clean on the stream as much as possible when I'm casting, but that almost resulted in a lot of profanity. I can't believe that precision strike didn't kill that 76. That was a direct hit. And he was hurt. Oh, wow, that was crazy. All right, well, nice play by the 76 down here in the south. Managed to support a very good push. Oh, okay, he got the repair station. The Panther catches a rock. Girth Brooks a little short on his rocket. If he would have landed that, that might have killed it. We'll see if that 76 pops back out. He's trying to get another repair station up. I want to go see what's going on with the other battles, but this is pretty intense down here. These guys trying to take out this Panther after he survived a precision strike. Looking up towards the north, it does look like Fallschirmjäger still has complete control here. The Pathfinders has managed to push a tank up here in the center that is starting to pressure there, even though they've got a nice bulge in their lines right there for Fallschirmjäger. So a lot of back and forth going up there to the north. Looks like Pathfinder is still holding these guys back up here north of Cemetery. So we are going to continue to watch this tank battle down here to the south. Not really sure what that was. Truck, maybe? Repair station. I guess I didn't see what killed it. Oh, artillery. There's already coming down right here. That would explain it. Okay. Well, now it's like the opposite of what I was watching a minute ago. Now this Panther feels like he's pinned down behind a tiny little hedgerow. There is infantry pushing down the hedges from Fallschirmjäger. They're trying to get infantry down on top of the 76. With the support of this infantry, they get a couple rockets into him. This Panther might get a good shot on him. The AT goes down. Girth Brooks clears him out in a little AT fight. Pathfinders clears the infantry who are pushing down the hedgerow. The 76 can't afford to look away, though. He's got to keep his eyes on that Panther. Virtually no pressure going on in the center now. Magic Man trying to keep some pressure on just here north of checkpoint, trying to keep his squad in place. He is about to be hit by multiple guys, gets taken down right after taking down Lucius. Armadillo by himself trying to hold on to this hedgerow. Is there an OP? There is an OP still there. There's the spawn in. The Rib Killer. They do still have this tank here. This tank might have to reposition down here to the south to help prevent this push. They're being flanked by other infantry as well. He's going to come right down and start shooting these guys in the back. Bellion! Bellion! OP goes down. He's right on top of the tank. Oh. Honey Kentucky spawns in just in time to be able to get the OP back up too. Oh no! Gets shot in the back. There will be no OP. Take another look at the map. Yeah, Fallschirmjäger's looking pretty strong here in the center now. This tank's still holding things down for Pathfinders. They've respawned a lot of their infantry down here to the south. They've still got these tanks. That 76 is still forward too. I feel like they could be a little more aggressive with these tanks down here on the south side. They've got 4 tanks down here on the south side. 3 of them well behind friendly lines. Now, I'm all for cover fire, long-range cover fire from the tanks, but you guys could use some pressure up on checkpoint. Just my opinion. In fact, I think you might have heard me because it looks like he's going to put some pressure up here on the road. They got 5 tanks. 5 tanks. That's crazy. There's Domo. Domo! Now 30 minutes into this match. Looks like this medium's actually having to reposition himself back to Cemetery. There's a lot of pressure going on at Cemetery. Honey Kentucky has been pushed all the way back here to Cemetery. Ouch. Up here to the north, it looks like Fallschirmjäger still trying to slip some guys through up here. Got some squad leaders making their way forward. Here comes Biz, about to run into air. Biz goes down to air. Catching some rounds from Toyota, jumps into cover. Still looking pretty stable up here on the north side. Just a handful of guys from Fallschirmjäger start to slip through. I don't know, though. These guys are getting close. They're on the garrison. They're lighting the garrison up. Air cleans them up, though. Air keeping that garrison under control. They're doing all right up there in the north. Let's head back down to checkpoint. Starting to get some guys up into the point now. I hear a bombing run. Defensive bombing run from Fallschirmjäger, about to go over top of the tanks down there in the south. Girth Brooks has made it across the road. Come on, lock onto him. I saw a satchel. No. I stayed locked on. I'm sorry, Girth Brooks. I stayed locked onto you too long. I got you killed. Here comes the counter bombing, right? Wait. Oh, it's all the way back here. It's gonna take that garrison out. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting choice of bombing run. There's no real way to follow it up. Yeah, it takes that garrison down, but they can get that garrison back pretty easily. They lost both of their tanks down here. They got damaged by that bombing run, and the Panther pulled out and killed them both. Unbelievable. I can't believe I missed that. I figured they'd be completely safe even with the bombing run damage, but this Panther just pulled out and wrecked them. With this little engineer repair guy following him around. Yeah, he's got the south side locked down now. That's very unfortunate for Pathfinders. These tanks down here in the south were doing work for them. Yeah, I really feel like they could use their bombing run here and over the point more, supporting this push. But then again, I don't know, they took that garrison out. That garrison's still gone. If they could have got in there, it's all what ifs. Everything is a what if, I suppose. I do see supplies dropping over here for Fallschirmjäger. Looks like they're trying to get a garrison up here on the north side now. Has been called out. Mallow right on top of it. Toyota got the garrison up. Mallow on the garrison. Toyota not paying attention. Toyota gets shot in the back by Mallow. Here comes Wee 180. Gets Mallow. Worked is right there. He's going to go for the rocket kill. Destroys the garrison. That will prevent Fallschirmjäger from being able to establish themselves any more up here on the north side. It's a nice catch by them to be able to destroy that garrison. That could have been a problem. Back over here in the center, it does look like Fallschirmjäger does have a P4 here helping them with their center push now. Magic Man making his way back up into his position. Pops the corner, gets taken out. Fallschirmjäger again pushing up, taking control of this area. Now they've got support of a tank. Crispwant might be able to get the OP up here. Definitely is going to have it lit up. It is far enough back that he won't be able to pop it. Does get taken down by Zulu Vivid. Bob gets a rocket off on the P4. B4's backing off. More rockets coming across from behind us. There is still a squad in place for Pathfinders down there in the bottom. There's a medium pushing up. Looks like he's going to get aggressive with this Panther. What do they still have behind us? They still have a heavy back here. The heavy might be able to get some shots on this Panther if the medium can force him out of position. No, instead he's going to take a hit from the Panther. He's driven himself to his death. Oh, a swing and a miss from the Panther. More rockets coming across. Keep backing. And he gets caught by the Panther. I'm not sure what his plan was. He pulled forward and got aggressive, but then like completely ignored the Panther. So I'm not 100% sure what his play was. Kind of seemed like he was trying to support. Kind of seemed like he was trying to support the infantry up here to his north, like he was trying to get himself in cover behind the hedgerow and then he could shoot up in this direction, but didn't quite work out the way he wanted it to. This Panther, this thing has been nothing but trouble. I just see a round come across from down there as well. Or is that just machine guns? I don't know, the infantry is taking control of the road. It was a tank round. They are shooting from further south. I don't know. I think that was a truck. I think that was just a truck. I'm not 100% sure what is. I think it's this medium up here that's shooting all the way across from Cemetery at this Panther. And you've got the 76 over there shooting across from the south. So Pathfinders still fighting down here in the south, but they've lost their foothold on the road down here. Headed back up towards the north. There is some Pathfinder guys starting to slip into Fallschirmjäger, but they are being cleaned up. Chippy did manage to make it up to the buildings, but he got cleaned up. I don't think he got an OP up. Doesn't look like he got an OP up. They have managed to keep Fallschirmjäger from being able to get a garrison up here to the north, though. So they can't quite get the pressure on down there at checkpoint that they want. But they are keeping Fallschirmjäger from being able to push. What happened to that P4? That P4 is still there here in the center. He's catching artillery right now as we speak. But Fallschirmjäger is pushing some guys up this hedgerow. And if they can keep the north side covered with this tank, it's hard to make your way up this hedgerow. You catch fire from either direction, but things are pretty stable right now at the moment. Looks like both sides have cleaned up any major infiltrations. Nobody's around on the back. So, ooh, actually, I take that back. Dante has managed to slip a squad on the backside of Fallschirmjäger. Let's go ahead and keep an eye on him for a moment and see how long he can keep this going. They are taking casualties back there on the backside. They got an OP here or something? They're definitely lighting it up. You got Bob in the building. Just wait for people to run past, maybe? Yes. That is indeed what he was doing. He's got more reinforcements put up from behind him, but Dante has managed to slip through. He's up on the rooftop. He gets taken down. Got spotted by SA. With I don't even think he was lighting anything up. He just happened to spot him, I guess. Rooftops are infinitely more dangerous in comp matches than they are in pub matches. I do see that 76 is shooting across from down in the south. I'm not quite sure if he's trying to get shots on this Tiger. I don't think he can. That garrison is right there if they could just slip around to it. Be kind of funny if they destroyed it on accident while trying to shoot the Tiger. Now where are you going? Dropping a backup box? Not a bad plan. Dropping a couple of backup boxes. Is that the commander? It is. A leader down here with his MG just shooting across. Oh, gets a hold of Whitty out in the open. And then gets taken down. I think actually Turkleton was the one who got him. Yeah, it's so hard to get across this open area on the south side once they get control of that road. You need tank support and all kinds of stuff to be able to make it across this, which they do still have this heavy back there. But, I mean, there's a heavy and an AT gun now for Fallschirmjäger back here on the backside of the central roads. They got it pretty locked down. I don't think Pathfinders is going to be able to push through down here on the south side unless they can coordinate like a three tank push or something crazy. That would take a lot of their pressure away from other parts of the map, so it'd be very difficult to get something like that going, especially without the enemy seeing it happen. Looks like they're actually pushing their new medium back up towards the north. They got to prevent this P4 from supporting this push. These guys are getting a little closer to cemetery over here. Satchel's going off inside Pathfinder's lines. It looks like Fallschirmjäger did manage to slip at least somebody close. Oh, he got found. I wonder if he was also trying to place satchels. It seems like that's what they're trying to do. They get up close and then just place a satchel on the hedgerow. Up here to the north. Looks like Pathfinder's still holding pretty good. This P4 is moving into position to support this push from Fallschirmjäger. I do hear the medium that was coming up behind us. He is in place now on the backside of cemetery. You can still see that P4 over there, so we'll see if they can get an angle on each other. P4 shooting across that infantry. I hear another vehicle below us too, with that other medium. Oh, P4 pulls out. P4 is catching rockets. Does the medium have a shot on him? I don't think he does. I think he has to reposition. P4 is getting some shots on him. He did just catch him with a round as he was backing off. I think one more good rocket or tank round could finish this P4. I think he actually got caught by Klaus Jaeger over there. That was a strafing run I just heard, yeah? Yes, strafing around at checkpoint down there to the south. 47 minutes and 55 seconds. Jesus. 47 minutes. Whatever. There's 47 minutes left on the clock. I think these guys got a nice exchange here right on the main road. See how far they make it up the road. Their OP is not far behind them. As long as they don't catch too much flank fire from the creek bed. There's not a ton going on here in the center. There really isn't a ton of guys here in the center for Fallschirmjäger. If he just can lay low, wait for some reinforcements. There goes the Tiger repositioning. R2 just caught rounds from somebody. Just heard a precision strike, I think. Yeah. But it wasn't the Panther. The Panther booked it out of there, so... Didn't get it. Rib. Am I been saying this right? Yes, the Rib Killer. I have been saying it right. The Rib Killer. Still holding on to that house. There's some reinforcements spawned in on that garrison. He has that garrison lit up, so they definitely know somebody's close. Rib Killer gets taken out of the house. R2 gets cleaned up by the Tiger. The garrison is completely safe. The Rib Killer got just close enough to force Fallschirmjäger to call some guys back. Pathfinders starting to make their way into these courtyards here on the north side of checkpoint. But Fallschirmjäger is pushing reinforcements in there to meet him. Both sides taking some casualties. Bellion about to run into Infinity here. Infinity goes down to Bellion. Mark and SA. SA gets Mark in the back. Here comes Zulu Vivid. Might have heard those shooting, but gets taken down by Verna. Vernal Abide. Magic Man also gets taken down by Vernal Abide. Big H, look out. V180's right behind you. Worked, kind of looking in that direction. Whoa. Big H gets a hold of somebody. Gets a hold of V180 as well. Big H on the rooftop. Getting several kills. Big H clearing everybody out of the courtyards. Absolutely everybody getting decimated by Big H right now. Worked, went the wrong way. Worked, he went the wrong way. You were so close to that OP. I'm pretty sure Big H threw that one since it's the only one close. So Big H clears the OP. Depending on how long he can hold that position, he might be able to get some reinforcements up here. SA also gets taken down by Big H. Big H cleared everybody out of there. Down here to the south, I can see Witty pushing across, trying to make his way across the open. Sounds like he's getting lit up by Leader down there, so I don't know if he's going to make it. It's pretty open down there. Big H sending rockets across towards the building. More reinforcements pushing up. Big H still holding on to his rooftop. He's got reinforcements pushing up as well. Here comes Bellion again. That engineer's been laying on the ground dead there for a while. Big H with the headshot. Like, I keep waiting for Big H to get killed and then I'm going to move on to something else. But as long as he's still alive, like, he's got a nice kill streak going on. He's got at least like 8 that I've seen. There's another OP right there. Big H gets another kill. Infinity looking to... He's milking the grenade right now. He's going to throw it right over his head. Oh, he milked it too long. Bellion! Bellion with the shovel kill! Bellion got the shovel kill. I know you couldn't see it through the building, but that was definitely a shovel kill. And then Big H finally got cleaned up on the back of that as well. Pretty sure Crispwant took out Big H, but Bellion with the shovel kill. Does look like Pathfinders has actually pushed out really hard up here in the north. They've lost some ground down here in the south. It does look like Fallschirmjäger's managed to get a garrison up over here. We'll see if Wise can push up and clean it out, though. He's like right on top of it. Does not get it, but he definitely spotted it. Yeah, there it is. Commander Mark right on top of him. They're going to push for that pretty hard. I don't think that garrison's going to last too long. Does have pretty decent cover from far back, though, so it might be more difficult than you think, unless they just put a guy up here with a satchel. Iron Time right on top of it. Oh, he's going to get it. He's just laying there. Garrison destroyed by Iron Time. That's going to help them keep control down here in the south. Now that garrison's destroyed, things will stabilize down there. They do have a tank pushed up here in the center. Dangerously close to this tiger. Where is he? Right there. Got this infantry right here. Sniper behind him, but there's not much he can do. Armadillo trying to take out Zhao. Zhao making his way around. He's going to come around. He's going to get Armadillo in the back. Armadillo. Oh, Zhao went right past him. Armadillo gets the kill. Zhao's going to go mess with the tank just for funsies. Get run over. That was cool. Lots of infantry now to the north of this tank. These guys jumping out, looking for the satchel. They're going to get caught out of the tank. One of the crew gets destroyed by the AT here. Shanks out of the tank, trying to catch the next guy. He gets the rocket off. A third rocket could be the charm. There's Armadillo trying to support it. More crew members go down. Oh, no, he went in the tank. He's going to jump out, trying to repair up the damage. They should be able to get their crew back. And there's no garrisons nearby. It might take them a minute. They did manage to get a garrison on the back side of Fallschirmjäger's lines, though. Zavali back there. Managed to get a garrison up on the backside of their lines. Got the squad leader coming out for Fallschirmjäger. Might find it. Depending on where he goes. It is kind of right there in a semi-obvious spot, but... Got a Stewart back here as well. Taking out garrisons is my guess. You got to be careful, though. There's cap pressure going on at Cemetery. There is one squad leader who's managed to make it into the point. Didn't see his OP. They should be able to clean that up and control it, but it might force a callback that they just don't want right now. They're making good progress. Where was that guy's OP? Way back here, so he'll keep coming. Kind of the same thing. He's got an OP, but should be able to get a red zone garrison back there with time if they don't get found. 39 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, so we're definitely getting well down there. Pathfinders still trying to force their way to checkpoint. The game is becoming more and more organized. These guys are really testing areas and pushing flanks and holding good lines, all that good stuff that normal casters can probably use words to articulate, but instead I'm just going to use words like stuff and junk. We don't articulate around here. Wise just took out an OP in junk. Pretty sure. Kind of looked like he popped it. I thought I saw smoke. Either way, pretty nice looking push coming in from Pathfinders. Here comes that Tiger's now going to push up, shoot down the road, try and cover this. That medium. I wonder if he got destroyed by this. He got destroyed by something. He's not there anymore unless... Oh, he's over here. Probably came back here to pick up his crew. He's catching some fire from across the map. Is this 76 still over here? He is indeed. He's shooting across at the point. That's still that Panther, I'm guessing. Yes, Panther's still alive as well. Pathfinders trying to force their way up the center. Got a couple of guys getting close. There is one squad leader close here for Fallschirmjäger. They could just get a satchel up there. They could destroy that garrison. Easier said than done. They have managed to get some guys into the houses, though. Got some more guys pushing up along the creek bed. This tiger over here trying to blast away at these guys, keep from pushing in too far. Starting to get some decent presence here in the circle. Little bit of cap pressure going on for Pathfinders now. This tiger's probably going to push forward here in a minute and get himself into the cap zone. FYMYF goes down. FYMYF. Fuck your mother, you fucker. Right? I'm gonna guess that's what his name is. Fuck your mother, you fucker. Got a P4 over here on the main road. Got his driver shooting north, his gunner shooting south, just completely controlling the central road. Bellion goes down to SA over here. This garrison is still alive on the backside of their point. Commander's artillery abilities coming down on the backside as well. More guys pushing up into the circle. There's a lot of cap pressure going on at Cemetery while this is happening, though. This is going to require a massive callback now. Even dropping an airhead. I don't know if that's an offensive or defensive airhead. My guess is defensive since they don't have any garrisons in the zone and the tank is pushing straight towards it. He's going to want to make sure he keeps that airhead alive. Got Big Tire just coming around the corner, chasing down this tank, too. Turkleton pops, spots him, takes him down. Rockets coming across from the infantry that's coming from behind him. See, they did indeed get a red zone garrison back there. Figured they would. More rockets coming into the medium. They need this tank really bad in order to keep this capture point. Please stop pinging me. Will the tank be enough? 35 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. They are pulling back Cemetery. The medium in the point. That's going to be enough to pull this back for them. There's still quite a bit of infantry here for Fallschirmjäger. But this was a big callback. All that progress that they were getting up here. It's up to Dante to... Oh. Sorry, Dante. I said your name and got you shot. If he could have laid low and got an OP up somewhere, they could have been done wonders for them. Talabroski gets taken out in the open over there. Yeah, they lost most of their progress. They still got some guys up close to the circle. Not quite going to be enough to keep this pressure on, though. They do have a tank pulling up. He's already hurt, too. What have you been fighting? .76 back here trying to find an angle, but that Tiger, and now they got a P4 back there. They actually used their reinforce. I just realized that. They used their reinforce. They were briefly worried for just a second. LeFunk has managed to make it up into the house by himself as a squad leader. Gets himself a kill, the machine gunner trying to reposition himself up in the window. Ooh. Didn't live very long to celebrate his victory, though. Fallschirmjäger taking a lot of casualties from Arthur on the other side of the map over there. Witty still slowly crawling his way forward. Getting kills, too. Witty. Oh, somebody got him. Maybe he bled out, I don't know. Dude. I knew it. For fuck's sake. I'm gonna switch over to break screen for half a second while I log out of my shit. Medicine bombing run from LWJG. Looks like they want to try and catch this. 7 minutes left on the clock, so this is about their last chance. There goes the Tiger. Gets taken out by Schwaddle before he gets cleaned up by Love Lotion. The fuck can I fucking do
War
this?
does hold on to the south side, but they've lost their tanks. Here comes the tanks from LWJG trying to push up in the center. War might want to consider bringing everything.
Okay. I'm so sorry about that, but that fucking pisses me off. That's my fault. I should have logged back out of Steam. I apologize. But I'm not gonna sit here and listen into that fucking thing ding every 2 seconds. Anyways. Where am I even looking? That checkpoint. Okay, it does look like Fallschirmjäger has cleared out the circle. There goes that tank. The P4 pushing towards the north. Looks like the Tiger now pushing to the south. Or is that that's Panther? That's the Panther. Panther's still holding on to the south. Whitty has to start all the way over from back there. Mark so close to this P4, he wants it. Chris Want comes around the corner and gets him. Oh, Chris Want gets himself a couple of kills. Tiger locking down this point. Infantry getting close for Pathfinders. Take a quick look at the map. It does look like Fallschirmjäger still has some guys on the backside. You got a guy over here about to lock up this garrison. Pathfinders losing garrison in their back line right now. 31 minutes left. Again, Pathfinders, decent pressure. I hear a bombing run. I'm not 100% sure if that will take out that half track or not. It does indeed. Half track destroyed. Oh, that P4 got destroyed as well. I didn't see. I think Data might have got him with a rocket. Worked. Now laying low. Guy on the rooftop right above him places the satchel on the house. Oh, did they get this garrison? They did. Oh, and there's Worked. Gets cleaned up by friendly artillery. Here comes a bombing run. Counter bombing run's going to go right through here on the north side. Looks like Poop Sock and Wise are about to get hit by it. Wise is going to escape. Still. Oh, Satchel cleans up the reinforcements pushing in for Fallschirmjäger. Counter Satchel cleans up the reinforcements pushing in from Pathfinders. That's a different essay from the other essay. Taking shots. Gets iron time. R2's going to come around the corner. Doesn't hear him. R2's going to run right into Eason. SA's going to come and get R2 in the back. The Rib Killer's not going to see him as he runs through the smoke. Looks like he just pulled his satchel out. Oh no, it's bandage. Oh no, it's a satchel. Let's put the satchel on the roof. Oh, looks like he actually just got killed by a friendly tank round. 29 minutes left on the clock. These guys are getting really aggressive down here trying to put pressure on a checkpoint. Satchel goes off. That wasn't even the one in the house. There's smoke everywhere in here. This is all smoked up. Nobody can hardly see anything. There's the other satchel inside the house. I think all he got was a friendly kill with that. Girth Brooks gets taken down, trying to make his way into the house. For the life of me, I can. Oh, Traces probably got him. Traces comes around the corner. Oh, Potato gets killed while throwing a grenade. Magic Man. You gotta be kidding me. No way. Dude. Guys. Okay. Place your bets. Who's gonna kill who? Magic Man or Traces? Who's gonna spot the other one first? My guess is Traces is gonna turn around and run the other way. But oh, Magic Man. Magic Man. You looked at him. You looked at him. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. One of you. Oh my god. The suspense. Oh, Trace has jumped out the window. He's gonna come back up. He's gonna come back the other way. And Magic Mac gets him. Magic Man still holding on to that little farmhouse. Barn or whatever that. I think that's actually the barn. But supplies coming down for Fallschirmjäger, trying to get their garrison back up here at checkpoint. Satchels going off. There's been a lot of satchels here on the point. For anti-infantry purposes, too. Fallschirmjäger starting to push out here in the center. Magic Man, though, still holding his position. He can get his OP up somehow. Oh man, looks like Fallschirmjäger is actually completely pushed through down here in the south. Is this Gary lit up? It is not, but he's pushing straight towards it. And Talabrowski spots him. SKR over across the field now shooting at him. Whitty has spawned. Talabrowski gets taken down. Whitty now looking the other direction. Here comes the next rocket. Whitty and the garrison both go down to that guy. I can't say his name. Fallschirmjäger now pushing out in the center. There is still a couple of tanks here for Pathfinders. Maybe they can slip through, but they're going to catch flank pressure. They got a tank on the back side over here. Threatening this Panther, who's actually looking for it, is aware that there's a tank behind him. He's going to catch him right there. Caught him with a round. Didn't quite take him out. Will he catch him with the next round is the question. He's popping smokes. Trying to make sure he gets out of this one alive. Oh no, he's turning broadside. He's getting himself stuck. Don't get stuck. He's gonna make it. The Panther is behind this building, so he won't be able to get the shot. He's being followed though. Uh-oh. My guess is that the Panther has accurately assumed that he would stop to repair as soon as he got into cover. They have to hear him coming now, maybe. I don't know, your tank is pretty loud. Oh no. Oh, but he's stuck, he's stuck. I don't think he can depress far enough. There it comes. There's the hit. Can they get out? Can they get out? Here comes the next shot. They made it. Keep running, boys. Alright, let's head back over here. Looks like this squad has gotten into a pretty good position on the backside. There is some nice envelopment going on here at checkpoint by Pathfinders. I don't know if they have enough guys in position. There's a lot of intermixed fighting going on. Fallschirmjäger has a wide flank going on down here in the south. It's going to take it a long time to get anywhere useful. Girth Brooks gets himself a kill right there below us. Did he get this tank? Yeah, he got him. So now the Panther's going to reposition back down to the south. Looks like most of this infantry here on the west side of the point has been cleaned up. The Tiger has resumed his defensive position by the garrison. And Fallschirmjäger has stabilized. I do still have this wide flank going on down here in the south. I don't know how much it's going to be able to do. To get this garrison back up, it looks like... Oh, here we go. Whitty. Flanking this squad. Looking for this guy who blew him up with a rocket. He wants his revenge. He's right there, Whitty. As long as Big Tiger doesn't catch you with the flank. Oh, Big Tiger got caught by Talabrowski. Whitty got the OP. Toyota's still there, though. Toyota took out Whitty, so he should be able to get his OP back up. Oh, no. We got taken down by Talabrowski. He never placed it. This squad will now be cleared out from behind them. Just this one AT still back there. Who's probably going to get this garrison that has been rebuilt. If he's paying attention to it. Oh yeah, he sees it. Here he comes. I wonder if anybody's going to catch him. Zavali's headed that way. Kinda. Talabrowski has repositioned as well. They know he's there. He must be out of rockets. He hasn't blown up that garrison. Let's take a quick look at the map while we're waiting for this to unfold below us. Several tanks have moved into the central position for Pathfinders. 21 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Here comes Zavali around the backside. Did Zavali see him? Garrison destroyed. Zavali takes him down. The supplies are gone, though. Oh, no, there's 50 more supplies, so they'll be able to get that garrison back up pretty quickly. Let's go see what's going on with these tanks in the center now. 4 tanks now for Pathfinders here in the center. Trying to support this push, but they can't get the infantry up in there. I want to tell them to just push a couple of their tanks up again, but they haven't had much luck when they try to do that. It's hard. It's hard. You want to push your tanks up, but then you got to expose them to about 10,000 rockets as every AT on the map turns and shoots at you. Nothing really going on the backside. Does look like they're going to get one garrison back there from Fluffy Shadow. Going to get himself a garrison back there. There's some guys making it through here in the center for Pathfinders, doing pretty good. They do still have this garrison back here to the northwest. Just brought in a squad leader back there, so maybe he can swing around the backside and start getting some pressure going on the backside. 20 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. If Dante can get around and start getting some pressure on the backside of checkpoint, then these 3 to 4 tanks in the front could then start pushing forward and pressuring. They just need to wait like another 2 minutes for him to get into place. If he can. I don't know that he can. This guy's got a lot going on up here. They're starting to make their way forward down here in the center. Tanks supporting this push, shooting at the Tiger now. Tiger just caught a couple rounds. Tiger backing off. They're going to be able to support this push even more then without that Tiger there. That's a lot of pressure coming from those tanks. Oh man, one good arty round right now could completely shut that tank down. Oh, one good arty round did just wipe that entire spawn wave right there though. Fallschirmjäger now spread out on the road down to the south, still pushing flank fire. These guys trying to make their way up the creek bed. Where is Dante? Dante got his OP up. He's still pressuring these guys up in the north, but he's not able to keep moving south. He's been drawn into a firefight up there on the north side, so I don't think he's going to be able to support this push very much. Whitty goes down. Wise goes down as they make it right up into the point. Their OP is still quite a ways back, so they're not really going to be able to get right back in there again. Fuck your mother just gets blown up by Artie. Maybe an OP or something down there, a random rocket shot at the bridge there. Do have a 76 who's starting to get aggressive now. 18 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's take a quick look at the map. Doesn't look like Cemetery is really being threatened. There is a half track being moved into position on the backside of Cemetery. So if Pathfinders doesn't get this cap pressure going in the next few minutes, there's a very real chance they'll lose Cemetery to some flank pressure. Will all come down to how much pressure they can get on checkpoint, as well as how well they react to that half-track pressure behind them. There's also a half-track pushing up for Fallschirmjäger right now. They're trying to get a backup spawn here on checkpoint. I want to make sure that they keep this going. Could use a bombing run in here anytime soon, too. Artillery coming down on top of Pathfinders over there from the commander. Already being positioned on top of this tank here. He's dueling it out with the 76 over there. Hearing ricochet. Oh, it's Big Tiger. I was like, what is the flames I'm seeing in front of me? I am hearing ricochets, but I'm not sure who's shooting who. Okay, this Tiger just shot this other 76 over here. Another ricochet. Oh, some hits going on the Tiger right now. Bombing run going on down on the south side of the point to clear out that flank fire down there. I would have put that bombing run straight across, right down the center of the road. Probably wouldn't have got a ton of kills where I said to put it, but your infantry's so close they could have pushed in right behind it, under the chaos of it. Maybe that doesn't work in comp matches though, because I don't really see bombing runs get used that way in comp matches. Maybe it just doesn't work. I don't know. They did lose most of their infantry. There is still some ricochets going on with these tanks. This tank battle might decide this. 16 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. This one Tiger here on the front, man, he's positioned a little weird. Trying to reposition himself more to the north. He was exposed for a second there. Does get taken out before he's able to clean up that 76. Pretty nice push now coming down from the northeast. There's another tank here to the north. Did not quite spot that one, but we have seen him now. Satchel's going off just outside of range of this 76. He did back off a little bit. The Tiger does take out the medium to the north, but there is still 276 here ready to threaten this point. LeFunk has managed to make his way through, does get shot in the back. Infantry still having a hard time making their way in here. Whitty gets himself up close. Looks like he's going to make the building, but I don't think he has an OP close. There is another tank pushing up from the south. He's technically in the circle with Girth Brooks protecting him. As long as Girth Brooks stays relatively close to this tank, I think he can help keep him alive. He's going to push instead. He's going to push out, get himself a kill. Girth Brooks now crossing the road. He's going to put a satchel out in the house. Nobody's in it at the moment, but that could change. I certainly hope you don't kill more friendlies than enemies with that satchel. Grenades going off below us. Traces goes down. These guys trying to get up in here. They are starting to capture checkpoint. 14 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Several tanks for Pathfinders up close to the zone. There is still a half track back here, as well as a Puma pushing up, a medium tank, P4 pushing up now for Fallschirmjäger. But even with the reinforce, Pathfinders is still capping. A lot of infantry coming down from the north for Fallschirmjägers, but there's a tank right there for Pathfinders stopping them from coming from that direction. I'm hearing ricochets going on right now. I'm pretty sure this Tiger over here is about to get aggressive because he's trying to stall out this cap pressure, which he did, but the reinforce almost halfway done now. Pathfinder's still capping. 13 minutes, 54 seconds left on the clock. The tanks for Pathfinders are doing a lot of work, but they look damaged. They're taking a lot of hits. There goes one of the tanks from the Tiger. They're having a hard time getting this Tiger out of here. They could really use a precision strike or something on him. Satchel goes off just outside the house. Artillery coming down. Fallschirmjäger now starting to pull this back. About 2/3 of the way through the reinforce, though. And there is still a tank in the zone for Pathfinders. They still got quite a bit of infantry up here close. They're trying to get on this tank here. Verna Levide up on the 76. He's going to put a satchel on it. It's moving, but I don't think he's going to be able to get out of there. It is going to be satchel. Satchel is on the 76. They cannot afford to lose this tank. Doof McGoof is out. He's going to look for the satchel. He spots it. He's got infantry supporting him. Here comes the P4 pushing up. Should be able to get this satchel off in time. Here comes 2 cents. The satchel will come off, I think. Man, it's coming close. Satchel's off. They do manage to save the 76. They need to get back in before these infantry pushes up on them. Here comes the P4 trying to get aggressive with him. They land 1 shot. What? They get another satchel off something. They must have got another satchel on that 76. Because he just got destroyed by a satchel somehow, even though they definitely took that satchel off. Either way, 76 is destroyed. They're now pushing their remaining mediums are now pushing up. They got any more tanks coming in from reserve? They do have a heavy that's coming. It's going to take him a long time to get in position. There is a lot of infantry pushing up now on top of these mediums over here. These tanks are about all that Pathfinders has left for this attack. Fallschirmjäger has held. Yeah, that's the reinforces up, but these tanks are being pressured from multiple directions now. They've got assaultmen and what's the word I'm looking for? Saboteurs. They've got saboteurs that are just all up on them with these satchels. Oh, there goes the other medium now to the Tiger. 1 medium left now for Pathfinders. They had a really good push going on there for a few minutes, but now doesn't look like they're going to be able to keep this pressure going. They do have quite a few guys flanking around. Maybe they can get some of these garrisons down, but meh. Pretty big spawning on this garrison back here. And they're pushing right up into this attack coming down from Pathfinders over here. Bob gets taken down by one of the squad leaders here. Slug now laying low in the wheat field. Maybe he can get around behind, but they've got this Panther here as well. Multiple tanks for Fallschirmjägers locking down the point here at checkpoint. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. If they can manage to get this medium back somehow. He's doing it too. He's never mind. He got satcheled. I think almost every single one of those tanks just got cleaned up by a satchel. Very, very well played by the satcheliers, by the saboteurs of Fallschirmjäger. Now there is quite a few guys on the backside of Fallschirmjäger's lines, but they're not really in a great position to pressure the point. Just kind of spreading out around these buildings, trying to find the spawns, trying to clear them out. They do have pretty good position here to the northwest of checkpoint. But they still got to get across the fields. There goes another tank for Fallschirmjäger, the P4, now repositioning more to the north. I haven't seen any tanks flipped over, so have they finally fixed that? I haven't seen any tanks flipped over. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Pathfinder's still trying to keep the pressure on. There is pretty much nothing going on at Cemetery. Fallschirmjäger has completely turtled up here within the 10-minute distance. This P4 is just driving all over the place now, clearing out squads as he goes. Chippy gets himself an OP kill right there. Pathfinders still in control of the northwest. Oh, Chippy gets another OP there before Lucius takes him out. Handful of guys almost all the way across the fields down here in the south. They are being supported with some long-range tank fire, but there's 2 tanks now down here on the south side. Fallschirmjäger, P4 pulling up to the main road here. Sure if that was a shot at the infantry or the tank down there. Nice hit from the 76 though. Can he land the next shot? Negative. P4 makes it into cover. Should be able to repair up now. Ooh, Dante comes around and cleaning up the crew, though. Is that a full tank? No, it is not. Just a solo in there now. You got Leader looking that way, but... Leader takes out Dante, but... Satchel goes off in the field. Does look like Slug managed to get his squad around the backside. Did not take out this garrison. Just swung around behind it. Is actually getting a red zone garrison up back there. This AT, does he see them? Is he looking that way? Negative. He's looking forward. Garrison goes down. Potato gets the kill on this guy shooting up. Spawn in on that OP right there. Swing and a miss from that rocket, but they definitely see this. They definitely got a red zone garrison on the backside of checkpoint. If they can keep the pressure up there on the front door, Potato about to run up, take out this OP. As it spawns, gets one, gets taken out by the other, and it just happens to be the squad leader that survives. Squad leader trying to get his OP back up. Should be able to get his OP back up, so we will bring more reinforcements back in on that squad. This Panther's taking some rounds. I think from the 76 long distance, this P4 is still right there as well. Girth Brooks trying to get on the P4, gets blasted. The Panther now repositioning. Something got a hold of the P4. It might have even been Girth Brooks. He's the only AT that I saw close to it. More reinforcements pushing in. Slug should now have spotted this half-track. Bob pushing up to it with the satchel. Some shooting going on down there from that squad that managed to spawn back in. That OP being a thorn in the side back here. Zavali out in the open making his way across. Panther's going to see him. Panther definitely seen him. I want to know if they got a satchel on this. No? He did not get a satchel on it. And the half-track stays alive. There's another spawning on the garrison right there. He is catching artillery fire. They do have 76 close. This garrison on the backside did get cleaned up by the Panther. Slug just got cleaned up, so all of that backside pressure that was going on from Pathfinders has been cleaned up. They got a couple of tanks getting ready to push the front door. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. This is Pathfinder's last chance for glory. SKR trying to stop these reinforcements pushing down the road right there. Gets himself several kills. Gets taken down by Milkbox, who might have just gotten a knife kill. I'm not 100% sure on that. Stewart's up in the point. Medium behind him protecting. I hear the bombing run coming across. That is a... Doesn't look like it's going to get much, but I like the positioning. I like the idea behind that bombing run. Was that half-track already dead? Somebody must have got that half-track. Here comes the counter-bombing run. It's going to go right across all these tanks. Strafing runs, bombing runs, everything's going off right now. Girth Brooks, no! Oh, the bombing run even got the Stewart, completely destroyed it. Massive spawn wave there on the front door from the airhead right there. Here comes the tanks pushing up. Both teams are here right now. 4 minutes left on the clock. Pathfinder's starting to get the cap. They need to push their tanks right up into the circle right now, all of them. Satchel's going off on the house. A lot of the infantry from Bolshemager just got cleared out. They do got some guys coming from the backside. Got to be careful they don't get cleaned out from behind. But Pathfinders with a nice push going on. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Another massive spawn wave off of the airhead. These tanks up in the circle. At least 2 of them are count as being in the circle. A massive spawn wave for Bolshemager there. Already taking a number of casualties. It's flickering back and forth. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Mark trying to make his way across. If they find this garrison, it could be all over. It gets blasted by the tank. The garrison is gone. Satchel goes off on the house. The P4 is pushing up, trying to stall up this cap pressure from Pathfinders, but they've got a good cap going. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left on the clock. It is flickering back and forth. It is hard to say who is going to win this one at this point because this is just a crazy push for the center. 3 minutes left on the clock. Fallschirmjäger is stalling up the cap again. Reinforces almost up, though. Pathfinders has a lot of reinforcements pushing up from the south. There is a number of guys here for Fallschirmjäger getting on top of these tanks. No engineers or ATs have managed to get close to him, though. Addy Deer can be next to that tank all he wants, but he can't destroy it. He does have some saboteurs coming from behind, some assaultmen coming up. Did he just kill a friendly? I don't know, but these guys are trying desperately to get on this 76. Looks like he's going to get satcheled through the hedgerow again. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Pathfinders with a ton of guys up in the circle now. They might lose that 176, though. I don't know if that 176 will be all the difference or not. It could be. They got a lot of guys up in the zone. The reinforce is done from Fallschirmjäger. There's not much they can do about it anymore. 3 kg trying to push across to get behind this medium. Gets taken out. They're trying desperately to get rid of these tanks. There goes the Panther. Is pushing up from Fallschirmjäger up there on the north side. He's trying to get in there and take out that 76. He's going to pull in and get right behind it. He does have a shot on the backside of that 76, but it's almost completely capped here for Pathfinders. They only got a couple more seconds to get this. And there it is. Pathfinders steals the victory within the distance. We are within the 2-minute mark, which means Fallschirmjäger cannot take this back. What a fantastic finish to this match. Unbelievable. Let's just go ahead and watch these guys shoot the crap out of each other now. Oh, they're even starting to cap the next point. Already had some pressure going on at Rue to Gamboville. What a fantastic ending this was. Great job there. Great job. Who's shooting rockets back here? Oh, it's the Panther. That Panther actually end up driving through and destroying all the tanks, too. For the want of another minute. Fallschirmjäger's actually clearing this out pretty good, too. So. For the want of another minute. Although, technically, Pathfinders is winning the cap race over here at Rue. All right, well, we'll go ahead and let this clock run out here real quick, and then we'll take a look at some combat scores, and we'll go ahead and sign off. We blow up this Panther last second. Oh, 10 seconds. Come on, Mallow. Oh, Dandradan. Mallow gets blown up, Dandradan gets taken down, and the Panther will survive. I hate this. I hate how they changed the icons. I liked the old ones. We'll go ahead and just give it to... Fuck, I don't know. We'll give it to Artie Guy, just because. Combat scores. 1040 from Potato. 1091 Armadillo. 1197 Worked. 2262 from Data? What the hell was he doing? 1503 2 cents. 1503... Another 15. Two of those. That's funny. All right. And we got WTH Arthur, who we saw in an MG. He got the most kills, beating Maori with a single kill, who was on the Artie. So, very, very well played there. All right. Well, thank you guys for asking me to cast this, since it wasn't looking like I was going to get to cast this weekend just because I was busy schedule. So, thank you for asking me to do this for you guys. I really appreciate it. And you know, have a great rest of your night. I'm not going to make much more commentary. I'll just sign it off there. So, take it easy.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies.